Hey guys, welcome back to Coin Knowledge. So we're going to be covering another project that just launched today from Seedify Fund. Obviously, Seedify Fund is a launchpad ecosystem, one that we've covered for years now, and they have been absolutely printing with their launches, here in this cycle as they have, pivoted, not really pivoted, but more expanded just beyond being a primarily gaming launchpad into actually launching a bunch of AI projects. Now, the beauty is with their AI Jam initiative here recently, we've seen AI projects, be launching at a 1 million or under FDV market cap out of Seedify, which leaves a lot of room for growth. We did recently cover yesterday, a project, their DeFi token that launched and did a 20x same day. So obviously they're printing with their launches here. But before we go on to the new project that was launched right now at Seedify, if you guys do get value here out of the content here, if you guys could like the video, subscribe to stay up to date and support the channel. Your support means a lot. So if you actually take a look at the token here, it is Keira or Keira, however you want to pronounce that. Keira, I think, is the right way. It did launch, today at the time of recording the video. We saw it launch around those $1 million levels, or just right at 1 million or beneath, and it shot up quickly to, if we catch the wick here, all the way to like an $11 million market cap. Now, one thing, it's already performed quite well, especially if you got in at launch early on. But right now, it's sitting at a $4.4 million market cap. There has been a couple things going on with the project, but if we actually take a look at what this could mean for, Seedify Fund, as they actually do have this AgentFund by Seedify Fund that they put out earlier this year at the beginning of the year. The whole point with AgentFund by Seedify is starting and actually kind of helping more of an infrastructure fund a little bit for agents being launched out of these different platforms like Virtual, Dacia, Top Hat, stuff like that, because when most agent tokens are launched today using those agent platforms that we just mentioned, when they're launched during the bonding process, they don't get any funding. For Seedify, they want to actually focus on community funding tokens that were launched via other protocols. So what that means is that they're not going to be necessarily competing against stuff like Virtuals and, Top Hat, stuff like that, because obviously we know that those are kind of the kings in, the agent protocol, agent launching platforms right now. But what this does mean is that so that they don't need to sell tokens on the market and get access to a wider awareness and partnership network for success at bonding and post bonding. So this is very bullish. Essentially they're just going to be helping the growth of these new agents coming out that, as they stated, sometimes agents, they don't get that funding initially, so they have to launch, then maybe sell the tokens and get funding that way. But so this is actually huge for that if you believe on AI agents as a narrative continuing moving forward, which obviously, if you guys have been around, I do. Now, this does not mean that, S-Fund doesn't play a part here. It definitely does. So S-Fund tiers will get access to these tokens from predetermined evaluations. Parts of the fund will be used for buying the tokens from graduation to distribute tokens to those who participated in the community funding at Seedify. So it's just another way, essentially, to get in early, through Seedify's launchpad or Seedify's platform here. So if you are a S-Fund holder, it is more utility for the S-Fund token. And again, another way of getting in early with these projects. So I don't know if it's necessarily coming directly from their launch, but again, you can think of it that way if you are an S-Fund holder, if you actually do stake it on their platform here. So with this announcement, Seedify's official pivot begins into fully focusing on agent economy. So let's make 2025 a year of huge success. So that's what they put out here. So, the one that launched today was Keira, which is their mystery agent number 1. Now, it seems like they're going to have more AI agents coming out here in the future if this is just number 1. So what this is that it's the AI gaming influencer set to be a revolution waiting to happen, as she says herself. Keira is merging gaming, entertainment, and on-chain transactions into one seamless package, making Web3 onboarding effortless to Web2 users and life easier. These are a couple things that the agent can do. Tips and assistance for your favorite games, NFT and token portfolio advice, trade alerts, Twitch streams, Reddit interactions, remembers you and your previous interaction for a unique connection. Now, essentially, if you are bullish on, again, AI agents, but you're also bullish on gaming, as again, we are on this channel. This is a great intersect. We've talked about this a few times already in the past, that AI gaming, I believe, is a crossover narrative that just makes a whole lot of sense. So if you actually couple that into an AI agent like Keira, to me, this is a huge bullish aspect for Keira, especially because it is merging two hot narratives: AI agents, and gaming, all underneath one AI agent. And they actually do, Keira, the agent here, obviously, her or whatever put out the tweet. I'm not just a yapping agent. Some of these agents do come out and they're, pretty generic. A lot of them do have good use case, but, a lot of them are just, let's be real, generic. She says that she has her own operating system for the agentic economy. Anyone can connect to the Keira OS via the browser with several, agent features waiting for you on the inside. Now, they say to expect the arrival of the Keira OS soon, with several features unlocked. So as a future catalyst, we're going to be keeping our eyes on it. Obviously, I haven't tried it myself, but when this thing does actually launch, I think it's a huge catalyst for this agent. Now, if we look all the way back to it, you can see that it's Keira by Virtuals. So this was launched, I believe, on Virtuals, but again, referring to the AgentFund here, that's where the S-Fund token and getting in through Seedify's platform makes a lot of sense and actually gets you allocation and drops for the Keira token. So this is their first. They've obviously done other AI projects, but this is their first from Seedify, their first AI agent incubated project out of Seedify, and at a $4.4 million market cap. Now, I think it's going to take out this all-time high already. I think that it's quite low in market cap already. I mean, yes, people got in early. I don't know. I didn't get in, via that way. I didn't get in early as far as through Seedify. So, I would assume that they got it obviously under 1 million. We see here that it kind of started right at 1 million FDV or market cap wise. So, if we can assume that, then they did get up, about to that 4. They're at a 4.5x right now. I think Keira, mainly for the fact that we're bullish on gaming and AI agents, just combining those two alone. Now, it is super early on. The dev has been working for quite some time as well. You can find different posts on Twitter or X about that, or look into it. I encourage you, as always, to do your own research because, as you guys already know, nothing I say here is financial advice. Just giving you guys my opinion and keeping you aware of these launches going on, in these different areas and ecosystems. But when you can buy AI agents and gaming into one AI agent, I think it's a huge bullish catalyst. Honestly, this is literally touching on the narrative of AI gaming that we've been harping on for quite a while here already. So definitely keep your eyes on Keira. There has been, again, some hiccups. I don't want to say FUD. I don't think it's the right term here. Just hiccups. They did have their, I think, original Twitter get suspended here. I think they also had their Dex screener or Dex tools page kind of get messed up with also. So they ran into a few hiccups already on launch, but I think that could potentially, keeping the price kind of suppressed right now, because when we saw something like DeFi yesterday do a 20x right out the gate, the hype is here for new launches at Seedify, because I think that they have a solid recipe going on with that low market cap range. And again, I could sit here all day and say that the use case here and the narrative crossing, bridging for this AI agent makes a lot of sense. But because of those different catalysts, I think that's why we're seeing it not potentially have that crazy run. Even though, again, it did do like an 11x from that 1 million range here already earlier this morning. But there could be some of the potential reasons why we're not seeing it do that 20x insane run or pull like we did with DeFi. But keep your eyes on it. I think even at these levels, it's pretty undervalued. I mean, this is just the first day of recording this video, so it's definitely one I have on my watch list. One that I'm potentially gonna be entering. Just full disclosure, I'll let you guys know in the private community if I decide to do so, obviously. But with anything, it's a new launch, let it play out. Obviously, people are up already in profits, so there could be some selling pressure. We're definitely not seeing as much hype here that we saw with DeFi yesterday or 2 days ago when you guys are watching this. So keep your eyes on Keira, but I do think for the first agent being launched and incubated by Seedify Fund, I don't think it could have been in a more bullish niche, in my opinion, with that crossover between the two narratives. It's going to be interesting to see the different use cases that come out of Keira, especially with the Keira OS when that gets launched here. I think it's going to be a huge catalyst for the agent, for the Keira token. So either way, guys, let me know in the comments below. Were you able to get in on Keira early on? Is this one that you did not know about, or is this your first time hearing of Keira, or are you also following the Seedify launches with us? And if you guys want an optional way of supporting the channel and getting into the private community, there is the Patreon linked below. And as always, guys, thank you for taking the time for watching the video. If you guys could like the video, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share the video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. All right, see you guys.